Welcome back, everyone. This section is all about creating PLN channel. So I am going to first execute the command which creates the channel, and we will notice what are the differences that will bring into our folder structure in terms of creating new files or folders. So we will see that, and after that we'll go through a step-by-step understanding how and which script has created that particular file. Now, make sure before executing this command, all your Docker containers are up. Three Docker containers for organization 1, organization 2, organization 3, and one orderer container. Make sure they are up. Now I'm going to execute this command, which is the script file which is there, netpln.ssh, and the command which is inside that file is create channel. So I'm going to execute, and let's see what happens. As you can see the change here inside channel artifact, you got arg1 msp anchor.tx, arg2 msp anchor.tx, arg3 and pln channel.doc and pln channel.txt. Now let us see whether we get a success message or not. See, if you get this message, it means that your channel has been successfully joined by all the peers and also the anchor peers. Now, this completes the execution part. Now, let us understand what are the files and what are the commands that I'm executing to go through all this process to create the channel and everything. Now, let us go to this. I'm just gonna get rid of this command prompt for time being. And yeah, so in the process of creating the channel, we will use config txgen tool, CLI tool, which we have discussed before, to generate Genesis block, and then we use per channel command to join a channel with other peers. So there are several steps in creating PLN channel. So all this script logic can be found in create channel.sh, which is this one. Now let me enlarge this. So first, generating a channel configuration transaction file, which is the first command which you see, create channel transaction. So this is a critical command which is shown in this function, which is create channel transaction function, and this is a critical command which you can see here, config txgen profile, pharma ledger channel, and other parameters inside this. So what do you mean by this? This means config txgen tool reads the profile. It reads the profile pharma ledger channel Hyperledger channel section from config txgen tx.yaml, which defines channel related configuration to generate the transaction and Genesis block. And then it creates pln channel tx file, which we have seen here, pln channel tx file, right? And the second is to create anchor peer. So we define create anchor peer transaction function here, which you can see here. So it is similar to the previous one, but we have defined different organization identity in config tx.yaml, and config txgen reads pharma ledger, which you can see in the same command. So config txgen reads pharma ledger channel organizational configurations and generates peer configuration transaction files, which you have seen in the folder, which we have seen in the folder structure. Then after creating anchor peer transaction, after create anchor peer transaction, which is this function runs, we should see these are arg1 msp anchor.tx, arg2 msp anchor.ts, and arg3 msp anchor.tx files, which will get populated automatically. Next one is create channel using peer channel command. So before we have used config txgen, now we are going to use peer related commands, which is this function, create channel function. So create channel function uses peer channel create command to create our PLN channel. When the command is issued, it will submit the channel creation transaction to ordering service. The ordering service will check channel creation policy permissions defined in config.tx.yaml. So this line entirely indicates whatever the definition that I'm saying. So this will actually the order, and after that ordering service will check the channel creation policy permissions defined in config tx yaml file. Only admin user can create a channel. So which is what we have mentioned before, right? So using that, we also use something called set global variables, which you can see here. So we can use set global variables, which is in the script file, which I can show it. This is the script file which we are using, and this is set global variables. So set global variables in this will allow us to set peer organization as admin user, and we use org1 as admin to create our channel. So to create a channel command, the commands are okay. So we are gonna see, as you can see here, for creating, we are first setting up set global variable as 1, and then we are calling po channel create command for this. So set global variables, which I've already shown in script.util.sh, has the logic. It will take certain parameters, certain import variables like core peer local msp. So it will basically have all the local variables which are, I'll better show you. So this has all these local variables which you can see over here. So this will actually um, this function actually set other peers args as a admin user. So this is the use of setting global set global variables function. So once the channel is created, so consider that the set global variables has repeats itself, and it will create channel, and it will make the admin peers for both organization 1 and organization 2, and channel will get created. The fourth is to join uh, all the peers that are generated, all the peers that are in the that are already there to the channel. So after our PLN channel has created, we should join all these peer into channel. So this is where this function comes into picture, which is join multi-peer to channel function. So join multi-peer channel in this function will join all these peer args into our PLN channel by running channel peer channel join command. So peer channel join command, which you can see here. I'm sorry, this is for joining the multiple peers to channel, but for now we will be using join channel, which can also be used for joining multiple peers and also joining single peer. So this multiple peers channel is internally calling join peer. So join channel, sorry, join multiple peer channel is internally calling join channel. So join channel is calling the join channel has the command peer channel join, so which is responsible for joining all the peers to the channel. So when peer org joins in a channel, they need to be assigned as an admin user by calling the set global variable function, which you can see in the function, which you can see over here. And the function, and that is why it will pass this argument as a parameter. Then peer peer channel join command, which you can see here, will use the Genesis block to join the peer to the organization channel. I repeat, so peer channel join command will use genesis.block to join peer args to the channel. So once the peer is joined to the channel, it can attend channel ledger block creation when creating ordering service transaction submission. So fifth is to update. So we have seen that for every organization you should have anchor peer. You should have at least one anchor peer for the communication among the organization. So for that we need this function, which is uh, update orgs on anchor peers. So at the last step in the channel creation, we need to select at least one peer as an org peer. So an anchor peer's main role is private data and service discovery. The endpoint of the anchor peers are fixed, and the other peer node belonging to different members can communicate with anchor peers to discover all existing peers on a channel. To update an anchor peer, we set a selected peer as an admin user and issue peer channel update command, which you can see it over here. We were giving, so this update org on anchor peers is internally calling update anchor peers, and update anchor peer is using the function calling the command peer channel update. So this is in entirety how, when you execute something called the create channel function, this is the entire process. All these functions will get executed, and the output you have seen in this section. So you can go through and you can see what on all the execution that has taken place. So you can see step by step procedure how all these process have created, and what are the outputs that it has created, and how anchor peer has joined, and these are the outputs that it has created. So if you get a successful message, it should look like this. So that is it for this section. Please go through this script file, which is create channel and util.sh, to get to know more. And please understand this. It is which is very important to create the channel. And creating a channel is a very important factor in Hyperledger Fabric. That's it for this lecture. See you in next one. Thank you.